welcome, welcome, welcome back to another video. I've missed you. I wanted to do this chill collective haul video with you today to share a few items from the last couple months, and most recently my travels to New York for a family wedding. So it's not too much. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So I hope you find this video relaxing, laid back, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. The first thing I wanted to share is I've recently wanted to get more into like incense and all this stuff. You can see I actually have like some crystals, a sound bowl. This is kind of like my little meditation area on my vanity. So I thought it was fitting to get some incense, and I kind of like the more relaxing scents. So for me it's really about lavender, vanilla. I like sweet or relaxing. I'm not too into like very herbal scents right now, so we'll see. I just got these things at Walmart because I don't know if this is something I'm going to keep up, and so therefore I wanted to go really affordable just for starting out. So I got these lavender incense sticks from the brand Mainstays, and it's a 40 pack. So you can see that there. So yeah, they're just regular incense sticks, nothing too fancy. I've already tried it out and I enjoy it. I think lavender or some scents can be toxic to pets. So when I personally light this, I'm in another room separate from my dog because I'm just not obviously comfortable having a lot of this in the air and it's a small room, so I usually just will light it without him in the room. But anyway, just make sure to do a little research on scents and all that. But I'm just going to take out one and light one with you. I think I'll be okay. If it starts to get too strong, maybe I'll blow it out, but I kind of want the ambiance, so we'll see how long I last. And then I also just got a regular, this was the only thing available because I wanted it quickly, so I picked it up in the store, and it's this incense holder. I obviously think maybe I'll grow into something different, but I actually really like this one. It's definitely got the vibes of like wood and earthy tones, which I really enjoy. So it's got like a twig shape here. So the incense just goes in there. So. I can smell the incense stick already, and I haven't even lit it, so we will just prop it in there like so, and you have your incense stick, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and light it and set it behind me. Just getting smoky over here. So you light it and then you blow it out so that it smolders down, and it's starting to do that, as you can see. So that's our ambiance. I'm now going to hop into some of the first few items, and they are new like shoulder bags or new purses that I got, so I'll share. Alright, is anyone surprised if you're new here, or if you've been here, really, you know that I have been into the color red in terms of wearing it, and just really enjoy the vibrance of it. I also love the color blue, green. I just feel like those are like the colors I gravitate a lot to, the blue as well. So yeah, this is a red bag, as we can all see. I've been wanting one for a while, and this is by the brand Guess. And I got it off of a Depop, which I love very much, maybe too much. I keep buying stuff there, and you'll see there's some like discoloration, even like here on the back. But in person, like, I have a bright light, obviously, like shining on it, but in person it's just way more subtle, and you can't really tell when wearing it. So I did get it for just like $10, which I thought was worth it. So this is the bag, and it's so cute. It's like the perfect little shoulder bag, but not too small, because I feel like some of them are like the size of a clutch, or, you know, like a little wallet, and I'm like, where do I put my phone? You know what I mean? So this is a really great size. And then you have the hardware there, and there's like a little internal clasp, and two sides of the purse, and then like an internal zipper pocket, and then another zipper on the back. So I find this to be very roomy for everything I like to carry with me, and I'm someone who likes to come prepared to things like tissues, hand sanitizer, a charger, you know. So I love it, and I will definitely be wearing this a lot in fall, since I'll be wearing darker color palettes, but I've already worn it a few times, and yeah, it's been really fun and a great deal. So that is my bag. It's got like a nice leathery feel. Yeah, and then it's got the studs on the bottom. So that is my first new bag, and now I'll share my second one. I'm now realizing I have a few bags to share, and you'll see in a moment. So this bag is kind of a basic bag, and she's very chill, very beige. I don't know if you can see it, but there is like a little mark here. We were at TJ Maxx picking up a suitcase because our old suitcase broke, like the biggest one we own for like checked baggage, and we wanted to bring that with us to New York for this family wedding we went to a few weeks ago. And we were picking up the suitcase, and I was like, oh, let me check out the purses, because all the outfits I was planning to wear kind of required a lighter palette purse, or at least like I wanted a lighter color, and I only have one other bag that's basically a white snakeskin vibe, and it just was a little too edgy for what I wanted to bring with me. I wanted something a little bit more classy, easy day to night without being too much for the day. So I got this. I think fits the bill really well. It's very, you know, simple, but a nice shape, and also was big enough to hold things without being too big and unmanageable for travel. And it's slightly adjustable. Nothing, I would say, too, like, you can make it slightly longer, but this is, I think, like the shortest setting. And let's see if I can open it. It's got buttons, and yeah, very roomy inside. A really great bag. I think it was like $25. TJ Maxx which with the mark, I don't know if I should have paid that much. I thought I would have been able to wipe it off and like clean it, but when I got home and tried doing that, it didn't come off. So I was a little annoyed. But she's cute, and I'm definitely going to be wearing this. Like, I already know it's something that I'm going to wear often. Especially because I wear a lot of colors or black, so often having a beige bag is helpful for those to just kind of stand out a little bit. But yeah, very cute, and I don't know the brand. Says antique, like ANTIK craft. So this is the bag. I will say I didn't get a lot of wear out of it during the trip because we just didn't go out as much as I thought we would, like evening wise. We went to the wedding obviously, and I had actually a separate bag for that, which I will be sharing. But this was supposed to be like the everyday into night bag, but I ended up just wearing a tote bag I brought with me, and it was just like a regular one that I had, and that was very useful for what we were doing. It was very casual. It just ended up being a more casual trip than I previously thought it would be. So overall, still love it. I don't necessarily love that there's a mark on it, otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten it, but I think I was like desperate for something and I didn't want to wait to order anything online. So yeah, I think I'll still get a lot of wear, and I suppose I can always sell it if I want. So yeah, that is bag number 2. So the wedding I attended in New York was a little bit more in the countryside area. It wasn't quite upstate, but it was definitely a few hours north of the city. But it was a beautiful wedding. It felt like it was in a magical forest, the ceremony, and then the reception was like at a venue like a few minutes away. So the dress attire, like the dress code for the wedding, was formal. So I decided to buy a few dresses just to have options and kind of, you know, figure out if I want to return anything. Spoiler alert, I didn't return any of the dresses I bought. I ended up keeping 2 black dresses, which I'm not going to share because they're just like super basic. But I'm keeping them anyways because honestly, they're going to come in clutch for future things coming up, so I'm just gonna keep them. But it's just so funny that I bought some pricey dresses. You know, like these dresses aren't super inexpensive, but they're not crazy. But I ended up ordering one off of Depop that was from a nice brand. You might typically find these dresses for weddings or events. This one being from Pepper Mayo. And I found this dress, kind of a few posts had like a few people were selling this type of dress, and it really caught my eye. So it's like this scarlet orangey color, and I know I was a little worried picking a color that was this sort of vibrant color because, you know, I don't want to be like standing out that much, obviously, during the wedding. It's not about me. But I knew the groom is my brother-in-law, so I knew what the colors, apparently the colors actually were way more colors than I thought there would be. I knew that they were wearing burgundy, and so I could be in the family of reds without being like a bright red. So this was a more kind of muted, it's actually way more muted in person. It's more of like a dusky scarlet, and it's just so pretty. It's strapless, and it's got like a little flare at the bottom, and it's about to my feet, not quite all the way to the floor, but to my feet, so it felt formal in that way. And then it came with like a little sash scarf to go around the neck, and I will post a photo of the full look here so you can get an idea, obviously, of what it looks like when I was wearing it. And I just loved it. The moment I tried it on at home, I was like, this is the dress. And I got it off of Depop for like basically 50% off of what the original price was. So, I mean, it ended up being the cheapest dress that I ordered that I ended up going with. So, don't sleep on Depop. I do know that it's a risk. I did feel like it was risky for me because I didn't know my size, like if it would fit perfectly. And I will say it's a little bit bigger in the chest than maybe I would love, but it didn't, like, it wasn't a make or break for me, and it fit really great overall. So absolutely love this dress, definitely wanted to share. And yeah, you can find it on Depop. I don't know if Pepper Mayo is still selling this design specifically, but you might be able to find it there as well. And of course they probably have returns, so if you wanted to return it, you could, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the only downside with Depop, is like you're buying it and like hopefully it fits, but it's cheaper, so give or take, you know, go with what you think is gonna work for you. I will say I ended up not being the only person at the wedding wearing a color. In fact, there was a lot of color, and all the like groom side of the family was wearing a lot of red. Like some people were wearing bright red, so it was just like very acceptable, and I didn't feel like I stood out or anything. So it ended up being perfect, so it worked out. Before I jump into the wedding accessories that I wore like with my outfit, I did want to share another dress that was a contender. She was the other dress. I don't know, I'm personifying her as a she, but here we are. This dress I'm about to share was my option B. Like if I didn't really want to wear that one, I would have worn this one. But I kept it anyway because I like it so much and I'm going to wear it to something. Okay. So this dress is by Petal and Pup. And I actually still have the tag on it because I haven't worn it yet. But it's so cute. And it's this very demure, like black and white. I don't think it's navy. Yeah, I don't think it's navy. I will be corrected I'm sure they're still selling it, so I'm gonna link it. But it's this really cute polka dot, and it's got like flouncy skirt. Obviously, you know, you can't tell with me holding it up, but what I'll do is I'll find the photo of the product so you can see what it looks like. It's so cute, and it was still giving formal, but a little less, like a little bit more summer form, like summery garden party than I wanted to be. So I still love it, and I plan to definitely wear it to another occasion. And it also obviously comes with the sash as well, that you can wear it in a variety of ways, like around the waist, around the neck. I'm just like really into the neck scarf thing, you guys. Like it's giving Audrey Hepburn, whom I love and adore. I don't know, I just love it. Okay. So this is the next purse. I said I had a lot of bags. And this is the clutch I ended up wearing. And it's just like this very flashy gold clutch. I just had this vision of a gold clutch bag paired with the orange dress, but I love this to go with a variety of things, like the black dresses I got, the navy or black and white dress. So I picked this up. I did get it from Amazon just for the affordability of it. But there are a ton of options out there. I was on a time crunch as well, so otherwise I recommend Depop. You're probably going to find a ton options there. But this is how you open it, and I actually have some things inside. So just like a basic pouch inside, or purse, and then it comes with a chain, which is handy. I think I like that I have the option of a clutch, or I can have it on my shoulder if I want. So this is a great option. Yeah, it's definitely like a more that like fabric, like 80s, 90s flashy, foily looking fabric. So yeah, but it worked great for the vision that I had, and I will definitely be using it for future fits to come. So with the attire for the wedding dress, I also envisioned like big gold earrings. So what you saw in the photo earlier, I wore those like big teardrop gold earrings we all were obsessed with like 7 years ago or something, like five years ago, not that long ago. And Anthropologie was selling them for like $40 plus, something crazy like that. I remember going into Anthropologie and they were on sale for $15, and I was like, heck yeah. So I wore those. And then I bought some arm cuffs because I was getting the bag, and I was like, let me throw in some cuffs. So these are, I think all of these are from Amazon as well. Actually, this one, I think these might be from Petal and Pup or Shopo, one of the brands I bought a dress from. I also bought these cuffs, so these are actually from that other brand, not Amazon. But these are really pretty. They're actually two separate ones, but you can wear them together. I just really love the vibes. The only issue is that this does fall off my wrist, which is really annoying. I think my wrist is just like, I don't know, like it had slipped off I think once or twice, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm keeping them, obviously. And they were super cute. I think I wore one on one arm, and then I wore another cuff on the other. So I ended up wearing this one on this arm, I believe. And it's just a super pretty, like, wraparound cuff. I don't have any cuffs. I used to have so many chunky bracelets back in like 2011, like back in the early 2010s when we were obsessed with chunky stuff. And then we lost interest, and now it's back. Well, some of us lost interest. I'm sure so many people have loved chunky jewelry for a while. So yeah, I wore this one. So pretty. Definitely heavy and rock solid, for sure. So I got that one, and I got it in a pack. These, I do believe, came from Amazon. And this other one it came with is like this circle, like oval shape. That was really pretty. And then what's this cuff as well, which is really pretty as well. So I need to find more of these. I think I'm gonna try and shop more locally. These are great, and I definitely see myself wearing them. Even just like less, a big event type of outfits. I feel like I am excited to get some wear out of these. And then last but not least, for the wedding outfit, I have the shoes, and they are these gold shoes. So pretty. So I was considering a version of these from Steve Madden. I think it was Steve Madden. But they were like $100 or something crazy. Something very, very much above $50. And I was like, I don't want to spend that much money. So I screenshot them and searched them on Amazon because I want the shoe. I just don't want to pay that much for it. Like, I really didn't. Anyway, so I got these from Amazon, specifically a brand called Loop Charm. and I have to say they were exactly what I'm looking for. They are so comfortable. I felt comfortable in them, and they have a few different colors as well, but I got like the champagne gold color. I loved them, and I absolutely will continue to wear them. So another great option of finding a shoe, you know, anywhere is like screenshotting one from a brand you like or really want to see like other options for, and like Google searching it to see what other stores or sites are selling them, and you can find a variety, which is what I was doing. And Amazon was the only one that I found had the versions that I liked. So yeah, they are so cute, and again, they were so comfortable. And kitten heels, big fan. I love a tall heel, but I mean, there's just something I was so comfortable, and I loved it. So this isn't something I bought recently, but I do need to give a shout out to one of my favorite fashion products I've been wearing very consistently for like over a year, or at least a year. I don't know when I bought these, but they're the cakes, and they are basically just like, you know, they're helpful when wearing something where you don't want to be revealing much, but you have to. With these versions I have, they're not like very sticky. They just adhere to you based on your warmth and based on the fabric. So if you have a really tight shirt, these are perfect, because all you do is just put them on and it's like you're good to go. And if you feel supported by the top you're wearing, and all you need are these to like keep that seamless look, you're golden. If you don't feel supported, you may need to opt for a different like bra or something like that, because these are not going to hold things up. That's the only, setback. But a lot of my tops already are supportive. It's just that seamlessness. These I wear like all the time whenever I go out. Dinners, friend stuff, like day or night. My cakes, girl. They've been there for me, and I might get another pair, honestly, because I hear they're coming out with other versions, but this has been one of my favorite fashion items for a while, so I just had to recommend it and say that I love it. So, cakes. My incense is really burning down. You can see the ash falling. Anyway, so of course I couldn't go to New York without picking up a few souvenirs, and it should be no surprise that I got another bag. Yeah, I know. But for me, getting a tote bag is like, I use tote bags all the time. For the grocery store, for errands, regular day bags. Like, tote bags are very used in my household, so I get a lot of wear out of them. I don't know, I'm justifying my tote bag purchase to you because it's my money and I can buy it if I need to. Anyway, so when I was in New York, I had some time to visit the Hudson River Museum in Yonkers, and I love a museum trip. Like, I just love it. So I had some time where I could go and like just, prance around the museum. Not prance, but just take my time, and the gift shops are always my favorite part as well. And their gift shop was great. It's very like fun stuff and not overpriced. I just hate sometimes certain museums have just super overpriced like things that I'm like, the average person going to a museum can't afford this. Like, I don't know why you're selling it, but whatever. But they have these tote bags. And this is actually a scene from one of the displays. Maybe I'll include some photos. It's like, it was a commissioned piece by an artist there who created this bookstore basically room for their gift shop back in the day, back I think in the 70s. And it was a gift shop for a while, and then it was removed, and they ended up creating an installation out of it so that they could preserve it, and now it's an actual art piece in the museum. And it's just so cute, and it's adorable because they do little scavenger hunts for the kids, like to find certain items, because it's very maximalist, eclectic. It's great. So this is the exterior of the bookstore, and it just says new and old books. It's a very good bag. It's just like very, like the perfect size, the arm straps, everything is great. The back just says Hudson River Museum. Inside the bag, I just have these two cards that I purchased as well. So this is the like bookstore postcard, and you can see the artwork. So I had to get that because it was probably my favorite piece there. There was a lot of great pieces on display, just a lot of great artwork, a lot of like scenery of the river. A lot of local artists had, art there as well. There was this one as well, just so beautiful, and I just love it. This is the Hudson River from the Tappan Zee, 1871, Julian O. Davidson, oil on canvas. So you can see like the boats, and just the sunsets are beautiful. My husband grew up in Yonkers, and he definitely attests to like how beautiful the sunsets are over the river, so I believe him. One of my favorite gift stores in New York is the Airport Gift Store. I'm not a hater on that because honestly it's convenient, and they have things that say exactly what you need on them, such as New York. So yes, I am that girl. They sell some pretty cute stuff, so I'm just like, hey, it's there, it's convenient, I'm gonna partake. And it's actually pretty affordable. Like their sweatshirts and stuff are like $20, and I'm like, anywhere else these things would be like $50. So I'm a big fan of the JFK Gift Store, okay, for New York stuff. At first I really wanted to get like this forest green sweater they had, but then I saw this sweater and I was like, I want this more. And it's this like brown cream color, and it's super cute because it's like a speckled like brown. My mom said she really liked it. I wish I'd gotten one for her, but I didn't know she would like this. But yeah, it just says New York on it. Nothing crazy, and brown, and it has this like emblem on it there, and the brand is New York Popular, so maybe you can find it online if you really want it. I got a medium. I would have preferred a large for a bit more oversized for me, but they didn't have any left, so I got a medium, which still works great. Like it's not that bad. So yeah, just a super cute sweater, and I've already been wearing it a lot. And then instead of a forest green sweater, I saw these hats, and I was like, yes please. So it's this hat. This is New York on it. I love a good baseball hat, and I wear them a lot, so I thought this green one was perfect because I don't have this color in my little collection. And yeah. And then I ended up getting 3 more hats in the same color. And then a different color for my sister, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend. Because I wanted to get them something. They did, my sister was watching my dog while I was away, and my mom, so I got them something, and then I got them hats too. So they liked it. And we joke that my sister buys way too many sweatshirts. So it was so funny she mentioned that right before I left. And so when I saw the hat, I was like, okay, well, she probably doesn't have a ton of hats, so I can get her a hat instead of a sweater. So yeah, it's super cute. Like, very adorable. You're gonna love it. Very fall as well. Love the fall colors so far. The next 2 items are scents that I got from Target. And some of you probably already know about these, but I hadn't tried them before. And I have to say I really like them. And they're a little bit, I think I was just trying to find something that was affordable, small. I like to take these with me to like workout classes. If I do errands after, I'll bring extra deodorant, body sprays so that I can like mask the sweat a little better if I don't have time to like shower and go do something. So I love these little body sprays. This is the Finery from Target, the Sweet on the Outside body mist. It smells really good. It's like a warm vanilla, but like a little muskier. I'm not really good with describing, but really good. And then this is the vanilla bourbon mixed bar. So yeah, both are great and also different, which is interesting because they have very similar vanilla scents, but they do have a slightly different impact, and I really like them. So thought I would share my favorite body sprays. So about a month ago, I went to a concert with some friends, and it was like a little like standing room concert. It wasn't like a big stadium or anything, but I was still cognizant of my hearing. I think going to music events, I've been wanting to do more, but I wanted to also buy some earplugs to just help protect my hearing. And it's also just a bit more comfortable for me with loud events. So I have been thinking about this product and decided to purchase it like over a month ago. And they are the loop earplugs. So they specifically have a way to filter more of the damaging parts of loud noise, and it kind of filters in the music for you. And I found it really great. Like, I was able to listen to the music without feeling like it was too loud or vibrating the eardrums, if you will. So this is the Loop brand. You may have seen it like on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. They are the gold. They come in this little compartment, and that's what they look like. And you can basically like insert it, and then you twist it down. It just looks like a jewelry piece almost. Yeah, it's super comfortable. I absolutely love it, and definitely recommend. I'm not like an avid concert goer, so I can't speak to maybe their effectiveness at every event, but the one I went to, which like the music is right in front of you, I found it pretty helpful. So that is the Loop earplugs. They also offer different sizes when they send it to you, so I thought that was a great option as well. So this item is the Green Witch's Oracle deck, and I actually featured this in a recent like tarot video if you want to check that out, or oracle reading card video, which I'll share below. But it is so pretty. I saw it from like a tarot person. I don't know that they're necessarily a tarot person, but they were talking about this deck, like the Oracle cards, and I like this creator, and she was sharing this deck, and so I bought them from her link on TikTok, essentially. But the Green Witch's Oracle deck, I originally was actually going to give this away as a gift, but something was telling me to keep it for myself. I just ended up giving that person something else, which was totally cool and great. But there's just something about this deck that spoke to me, and I'm glad that I kept it, honestly. And maybe I'll buy another one and give it away later, but it's just super pretty. And if you want to see more of these cards, you can check out that video. But they're just so pretty, and the artwork is just very like practical magic vibes. I love it. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite things lately to use and pull from, so definitely recommend this deck. It's been my favorite the last month or two. Last but not least, I have this book I got as well. It's called Chakras and the Vagus Nerve. Tap into the healing combination of subtle energy and your nervous system. So I'm excited because I've been more recently interested in learning about the chakras, and I know kind of basics, but I felt like this would be a good thing to pick up every now and then and just have something to learn about, or if there's like a specific color I'm seeing during a meditation, or if it comes up, this is a good reference guide. So yeah, it just kind of talks about the nervous system and your chakras and how things can be connected. So I'm excited. There's little, seems fairly simple to understand as well. A little bit more of a practical approach, which I love. And we'll see. I haven't read it yet, so we'll see. It says, when you understand your wiring, you can heal body, mind, and soul. The vagus nerve is the great communicator between most systems in your body, including major organs of the brain, digestive system, and heart. It also corresponds perfectly with the 7 chakras. Trauma therapist C.J. Llewellyn reveals how these 2 systems work together to heal your past and clear your body of intense reactions that no longer serve you. With her guidance, you can access the compassionate energy of your inner light. This book teaches you how to identify the information your nervous system is sending and work toward calming it. You'll discover the psychological dimensions each of your chakras hold and how to release pain instead of running from it. And it features more than 45 exercises and prompts, which I love. Like, it's giving you realistic things to try out. As someone who has been dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression, I have found a lot of solace in learning about my nervous system, being really connected to my body. My yoga practice and workouts have been really helpful in that department. Some meditation I've been doing, all of it has really helped me calm my nervous system. I deal with a little bit of PTSD, and yes, I can call it that because I go to therapy, and my therapist, who's licensed, attests to that. Okay? There was someone in my comments a while ago that was like, you can't just say you have PTSD. I literally go to therapy. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come for me. Anyway, like, you don't know my life. Sorry. Like, you don't know what I got. Anyway, and I do hold some of that PTSD in my body, and I think anything that's going to help you really navigate that and, like, find peace, and, as long as you're not hurting other people and, like, impacting others, these practices are really helpful at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm excited to continue to learn. I feel like I've already been going to therapy, and that's been really helpful for my nervous system and like navigating those things. But this is like a nice additional tool that I'm bringing into that routine of also going to therapy. So yeah, looking forward to that. So I believe that concludes all the things I wanted to share. A little bit of fashion, souvenir stuff. I know it's been a minute since I've done something like this, so hopefully it was enjoyable. I have enjoyed trying to film this. A dog is literally not having the greatest time right now, and I don't know why, but it's time for me to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'm looking forward to making more fun, relaxing ASMR videos, role plays. Feel free to continue to let me know if you have any ideas or you want to see anything specific. I'll do my best. I am trying to keep it pretty affordable right now. I don't mind buying props, but I already have like a video I want to do that requires that, and I'm trying to do things that are a little more, I can kind of work with what I have. So I hopefully appreciate, any suggestions that can fall under that. But thank you so much for your time and watching this video. And I hope you're doing well, and my heart is with you wherever you are. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next